Hello guys, how you all doing? Hope you had a good weekend. I'm back with another very awesome review. I was expecting this possibly last weekend, but took a bit longer to sort of be delivered than I would have hoped, but he finally came on Friday, and I've got to say, out the box, this thing is awesome. It really is a good one. I knew it was going to be good when I saw the pictures, and I see it at the Comic Cons, etc. on YouTube. You just knew this was going to be a winner. In the flesh, they have changed the sculpt from the original one. There was like two other sculpts that were arguably better, but all in all, this is a fantastic figure. Very good. Good accessories. One accessory I think they should have left included, which they didn't, but I'll go into that in a minute, and I'll show you that, and we'll cover all those angles. But here he is. It is the quarter scale Neca penguin, and he is awesome. He really is good. There's a few things I was actually particularly impressed with this figure, and I can't sort of knock it down on anything. They've really done everything very well on this. But out the box, the thing that really surprised me at first is the sheer size of this guy. Like, his stomach is massive. It really is. And once you get that coat on him, it makes for like a massive figure, because obviously the coat is I'll go into the coat actually, because the coat is one of the things that really impressed me with this figure. It really is very well done, and I know Neca have sort of started to kind of go a little bit further in terms of what they're offering, starting to get like fabric coats and capes and a bit more mixed media included with their statues, but they're still keeping their price point, which is absolutely fantastic. And they've done it again here with the added real hair. Well, that's a very coarse hair. It's almost like a broom, like an old broom or something. I've just knocked his cigarette out. Yeah, I have. It works really well, and obviously with the coat, it's really awesome. But let's have a closer look at him anyway. We'll start down here. You've got his boots, which are sculpted, but you've got laces on there, which is a nice touch. You've got sort of there's just on the actual sort of loops themselves. You've got some like good sort of laces there, which adds something. There's his body. He ain't in the best of shape, is he? Let's face it. But again, really well done. They use this kind of like it's almost like a rubber that you can you can move it about, which is it works really well. I suppose that's how they keep their price point. And when you combine the two, it makes sort of like a superb figure. And well in their range. So that's the body. Now the coat is one of the things that I was really impressed with. And the reason being, I was expecting something a little bit lightweight, a bit cheap. So it was, kind of easy on the eye, but when you feel it, I wasn't expecting miracles kind of thing. But this is actually really good. It's like not a bad material. You've got this like extra layer that goes over the arm. You've got the fur, obviously, which lines, all the top collar and around the pockets and around the sleeves and the cuffs. It looks fantastic. It's got a bit of weight to it as well, so it is really nice. Got a nice kind of lining, and they've done a really good job with that. And I actually see the original coat that they used in Batman Returns, picture of it on the forums, and this I tell you what, they've done a superb job in replicating that. You've got a little bit of weathering and dirt around it, around the edges, just like it was in the film. But really well done all in all. I did knock his cigarette out, Let me just try and pop it back in there. It just sort of bites in there. No, I'm not going to be able to do it one-handed. But there's a cigarette. See if I can just put it down there a minute. Zoom. There we go. Focus. In its holder, and basically you can actually there's a little gap in the teeth where you can just sort of it just sort of balances in there. Really nice addition. That's one of the accessories you get. The other accessories, obviously the coat, that will come in like a little bag. You've got this hat, which again really well done. I've been told by a few guys, well I see one guy on the forum, he said do not push his hat down on the head, actually just sort of let it rest on the head, because it can mark the sculpt. So something worth bearing in mind. You've got his eyepiece there, which really clever. Just goes into the kind of like in the pupil area, just prods in there and holds. Another cool accessory that I've just dropped. So that's really good. Let's have another look at the other bits we've got. You get another hand. So you've got this hand here, which is like to hold the cigarette. And you've got this hand. These are actually painted quite well. You've got like very sort of a whitish purple kind of look to them. But there's some like very sort of like very faint kind of pinkish hues in there. The paint job is not bad on this. And then you've got the fish, half-eaten fish, which I think's really cool. My only, if I'm going to nitpick, and I usually do, but you know it's very hard to have a figure at this kind of price point. But I would have liked this to be glossed, so this kind of look wet inside. The outside is pretty good. You've got a nice bit of sheen there, and it's well painted. But I think I would have just like a bit more gloss in there. It's just a bit too dry looking for my liking. But I'm nitpicking in saying that because it's very hard to find a fault with this piece. Sorry. Just turn him around to the side. Really awesome. Paint job it's not Hot Toys, but it's good. It's a nice solid paint job. Again, I would have liked a little bit more gloss maybe around the mouth, just to get some of that drool and that kind of sloppiness. But again, I'm nitpicking, and it's something you could easily do yourself. The teeth are really well done. The teeth are actually like really cool. Really sort of yellowy, grimy teeth. The eyes are good. They look really nice. But what I'll do is I will take the jacket off, and I've actually got an umbrella for this guy. So I'll put the umbrella in, and we'll have a look at him, see what he looks like. So bear with me. Okay, and we are back. So I've just took his coat off, so we can get a good look at his body. Got him holding his top hat, and I put the brolly in his hands. This brolly wasn't actually, or umbrella, sorry, wasn't actually included with the figure, but you can purchase these on eBay. So I think it works really well. They do open out, so you can sort of pose it in different ways. You have them sort of like with the brolly sort of digging into the ground, or like that, as if it's going to prod someone, or you can actually open it out over his head. Quite like that though. Quite like that pose. But as you can see, there's the hair, so it kind of like, that's where the hair is. The only thing I would say is he did have a lot more hair, so I'd be tempted to add a little bit more hair around the sides if I was, going to do something with it. But, the fact that they've added that, I think it's really cool. It's very coarse. Dare I say, it's almost like pubic hair. Let's hope it's not. But yeah, it looks like pubes, but it looks good. It looks really cool. I think the other nitpick I would probably say is like the holes in the actual, in the kind of suit he's wearing. They're just a bit You've just got like that sort of one tone, like the skin tone underneath. There's not a lot to it. Again, I'm nitpicking, you know, maybe if they just added a bit more kind of colour there or something. But no, I mean, look at him. He's really, really cool. And I was gutted. I actually sold my Batman, Neca quarter scale Batman, and he would look fantastic next to him. And it's gone up in value quite a bit. If I was to sort of pick him up again, unless I'm lucky, I'm probably going to be paying double what I sold him for. So I'm a little bit gutted, but I am looking into it, either that or I might even pick the premium format up, because I think that'll look nice with him as well. But look at that, guys. This is just an absolute winner from Neca. They've really done it again. I didn't think we was going to see a better quarter scale by them than what they did with the Superman figure, but I think this is, I do think this is probably a better figure. I know they're very different, but just in terms of everything about it out the box, it's one of those ones you see it in the box, you're like, wow, it's a solid paint job. The sculpt is excellent. The size is very, very, you know, it's big, and you've got the accessories which are really cool. It makes for like a very awesome figure. I think if any of you guys are thinking of getting it, I can't recommend it enough. They've absolutely smashed it again, Neca have. Doing some really, really good stuff. Really cool. What I'll do another little pose quickly, so the time is getting on, just with the brolly down, so you get to have a look at it like that. So bear with me. Okay, another little pose. This time just sort of like balancing the brolly on his arm, in like a, you know, not opened out. Put his hat back on with a cigarette, and holding the fish. But I can't decide if I like this figure with the coat on or off, or with the hat on or off, or with, you know, I can't really decide which I prefer. I think I like the coat on, the hat off, or holding the hat. But you know, that is the you know, that's the beauty of this figure. It kind of like, it's got multiple poses and they all work really well. There's not really any that are better. They're all really cool, and that's credit to Neca for giving us something that looks this fantastic, and they've really sort of pushed the boat out. It would have been nice to have the umbrella included, and that was the initial plan, but you know, we didn't get it, which was a shame. But you can pick these up on eBay. If you just search for 18-inch umbrellas, there's quite a few on there, and they're not expensive. The only thing I don't like about it is this handle. I'm going to do a bit of work with that, and I may even buy another one and try and get it closer to the film, the red and white one with like the toys hanging off it. Something I'm thinking of looking into, hope, you know, possibly. But you're going to love him, guys. He's absolutely awesome, and you know, I hope this video's, you know, giving you some sort of food for thought. I'm hoping to get a Batman to go with him. I've got the Hot Toys, but obviously he's 1/6, so you know, I'm going to look into getting a Keaton quarter scale, and I reckon we will get a miniature fight for Catwoman by Neca, hopefully next year. So anyway, I will see you on the next video. Hope you like the video, guys. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you later.